Hey, what's up, everyone? We're going to go over the ultimate macro calculator by Precision Nutrition. And this is to help you understand how to break down your calories and your macronutrients so it suits your lifestyle and what you need. So check this out. All you got to do, first of all, go to Google, type in Precision Nutrition Macro Calculator, hit enter. It's going to pop up here. Click on that button and it should pop up the ultimate macro calculator. Make sure that you see Precision Nutrition up there in the corner because this is the only one that I trust. Okay, so it's going to bring you to this page. This page is chock full of information. This is the button you are going to click eventually, but I just want you to see that how much information is on here. It breaks down right here the macronutrients: protein, carbohydrates, fat, alcohol. It just tells you what the calorie count is for that. But it shows you here kind of what you can have as an example of your macronutrient breakdown. We'll talk more about that as we go through this section. So I'm just going to scroll all the way back up. I want you guys to go through this though, read and find some things that interest you. Anytime you see a blue highlight here underlined, it's typically going to take you to an infographic, another article, or something else that could possibly answer a question that you might have been thinking. All right, so we're going to go over to the nutrition calculator, hit get started. If this is for yourself, you just hit myself. But if you're a trainer and you want to send this to a client, you just hit client and you answer all the questions for them, and it'll send a PDF to them at the end. For now, let's go to myself. I'm going to type in my age. That's 34. Then we're going to go into your biological sex. Then how tall are you? 5'11". We're going to go into our weight. Right now, I'm at 165. Once I hit that, now it's going to say, what is your goal? So if your goal is to lose weight, you click that, build muscle, athletic performance, body recomposition, improve health. If you're not sure which one to click, I personally am always about improve health. Or if you're an athlete, athletic performance. If you're more into building muscle, bodybuilding, build some muscle. All right, so for now, though, my goal is to build some muscle. So I'm clicking on that, and I'm going to hit next. I want to weigh 175 pounds, and I want that by 2 months. So we're going to say 60 days. So let's go to May 10th. So that's actually going to put us at 61 days, I believe. So from here, I'm going to hit next. Now it's going to ask, what type of eating style do I prefer? And I love this because it gives the options for pretty much anybody. So for me, I'm an anything person for the most part. I know how to adjust as I need to. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to hit next. Now, do you want to use the standard macronutrient ratio or do you want to customize it? Now, you might not know what to do. And I think at the beginning, just use the standard so you can see how getting onto a macronutrient calorie counting type meal plan can help you. And then you can adjust it as you go through. And you definitely want to consult a registered dietitian and nutritionist or your doctor to understand this a little bit more, or to see like what would work best for you. But for now, just hit use standard. Me personally, I'm going to go to customize because I know myself and I know what I like and what works for me. So I'm going to go to low fat. As an athlete, I use a lot of carbohydrates. I thrive on carbs. I do not thrive on fats. So for me, I'm going to go with the low fat, high carb diet. From here, it's going to say, how many meals would you like to break that into between 1 and 8? I'm a 4-meal kind of person with a lot of snacks around those meals. So I'm going to hit next. Then how active are you daily? Be super honest with yourself here because this is going to help you get the best numbers for you and your lifestyle. There's no wrong answer here. It's just about meeting you where you are. So for me, it's heavy. I'm constantly training people. I'm walking a lot. I have dogs. I play sports. So for me, I'm very, very, very active. And then my weekly workouts, pretty intense. I can sometimes get to that very intense state, but not all the time. I typically lie in the intense state. And then obviously I will fluctuate between moderate to very intense, but mostly staying in that intense state. Again, be super honest with yourself here because it's for your own benefit. From there, it's going to bring you to this page, a brief summary of everything. You can scroll down and see what it shows you, how many calories you need. All of this is broken down, but this is on a web page. So I actually want to show you on the PDF, but just know that you can go here and see that there's a small breakdown. But for now, let's hit get your complete guide. You got to type in your first name and last name plus the email address. And it'll send you a copy of the email, of course. You will definitely be put on an email list, but that's okay because you're getting great stuff from Precision Nutrition, not just a bunch of sales. All right, so once that pops up, you're going to go on ahead and open it up. You can open it up in on the internet browser, or if you want to pull it up on your computer, that's totally cool. It should give you a downloadable PDF. So you're going to get this as a PDF download. And from here, gives you the whole breakdown of what you need to do on a daily basis. Now, go through this, read all of this, absorb it, write down notes and questions that you have, because the more you understand the basics, the easier it's going to be for you to reach the goals that you want, first of all. All right, now here's a little breakdown for my personal needs. It gives me, again, that summary of all my numbers. Here's my goal, here's my weight, and that's the goal weight, and here's the date I want to get to it by. Okay, so in order for me to do that with 50% carbs, 30% protein, and 20% fat in terms of my total calories for the day, here's what it's going to look like. So I need about 210 grams or 5 palm-sized portions of protein, a lean protein. And then it talks about veggies. I need 635 grams of carbohydrates, about 23 cupped handfuls, and I need 94 grams of fat a day. Now, this is roughly how I've been eating for the past 3 months now. And it's not easy to get all those calories in sometimes. So I use it as a guide. I eat to my best capabilities for that day. And also my energy goes up and down. So I use this as a guide and not necessarily a strict thing that has to be hit. Because if I'm very sedentary one day, I'm not going to eat as much as that day. I still put in my calories, but just not as much. So it tells you here, eating like this will provide you the amount of calories that you need. So whatever your calorie intake is, this section here will show you how to break that down. Then from there, it gives you example meals. And I love this because now you can put it's a tangible thing. I could easily make a strawberry banana super shake. We all have the ability to be able to do that. Same thing here, a wrap. That sounds great. I love that. I love having eggs and toast in the morning. So all of these things are tangible for you to have in your daily life. It doesn't mean you have to eat these things. These are just examples though. Okay, now next, there's a lot in this PDF sheet as well. I'm not going to go through all of it, but we'll quickly just touch on each thing. So make sure you understand how to read a label, what macronutrients are, and the portion sizing. So here are the portion sizes. I love seeing this. It's a basic, easy thing to do. Once you guys understand calorie intake, then you can start to graduate to something like this where I'm just going to eyeball it, because now I know roughly how much I need of each thing. And if you really would just want to go for it, not count at all, the portion sizes from the palm help. So here you have the palm of your hand and protein. You have veggies for a fist. You have a cupped hand for your carbohydrates, and then also for your fats, your thumb. So you can see what it looks like on your plate. And then going down even further, the protein, carbs, and fats. If you need 20 to 30 grams of protein, here's what this looks like. If you need 20 to 30 grams of carbs, here's what this looks like. So again, same concept, kind of showing you guys how to break it down. Great little tidbits on how to meet your targets. And one thing I definitely wanted to point out, for more moderate goals, a target of 75 to 80% consistency is often the sweet spot to make continual progress. Okay. So think about that for a second. 75 to 80% in school is a C to a, sometimes it's dependent on your teacher, a C minus or a B minus, right? Or a C plus or a B minus. So think about that way, right? If you want to get to that advanced state, 90% consistency is going to get you there. But if you're just someone who wants to feel healthier, hovering around that 80% mark is probably going to make you feel great. If you're someone who's serious about sports, or you have a competition or something that's more pertinent and prominent in your life right now, you really want to get to, maybe a wedding, 90% is going to get you there but you have to stay consistent with it. All right, here's a daily portion tracking sheet. I love this because it helps you to track, hey, and be honest with yourself. Did I get the amount of calories I needed? Did I get the amount of protein and carbs that I needed for myself? Keep going through this page. So you got how to choose what's right for you. I love this too, because it gives you the best quality things for yourself. First, eat more of this, eat some of this, and eat less of this. It doesn't say eat none of this or none of these things, but it just says that, again, that 75 to 80%, or if you're at that 90%, eat more of these. If you're at that other 15, to 25%, or if you're in that 90% phase, you only have 10% to play with, then you can eat some of these and eat less of these, right? So same thing with carbohydrates. Eat more of this category, eat some of this category, eat less of this category. Back to the same thing with fats. So it's going to break all this down for you. You guys are going to have all of this in your PDF. Talks about the vegetables, eat the rainbow, make sure to eat different colors, read about why that's important. And you can even see right here, there's another little button to click on so that you can see what works best for you and choosing the foods for your body. So use these tools. These are things that weren't available when I was younger, and I wish they were. All right, so that's it for I want you to guys go through this, read it, learn about it, write down questions, ask questions if you have them, because that's what I'm here for. And try things out. This is an experiment. It does take time to understand what works for you. Pay attention to foods either not make me sitting right or feeling good on the system and stomach, because that's also important to know as well. So, but for now, that's all. Go get your numbers set. Go on ahead and go through all of the readings and see if you have questions. But for now, this gets you to that start of hitting your numbers of calories and your macronutrients that you need to enhance your performance.